0.2 mole of K3PO4 and 0.3 mole of BaCl2 are mixed in 1 liter solution. Are mixed in 1 liter solution. Which of the following is or are correct? Which of the following is or are correct? Options: 0.2 mole of Ba3PO4 twice is formed 0.1 mole of Ba3PO4 is formed 0.6 mole of KCl is formed 0.3 mole of KCl is formed. So that is the simplest question. So 2 reagents values are given to you. Yes, 2, 3 correct. Yes, no doubt. Right, that's correct. 2 reagents are given to you. Whenever 2 reagents are given to you, find out the limiting reagent. Calculation based on limiting reagent. Calculation based on limiting reagent. So write down the equation. K3PO4 plus BaCl2 gives Ba3PO4 twice plus KCl. So 3 moles BaCl2 reacts with 2 moles K3PO4, that gives 6 moles KCl. 6 moles KCl. Now in your question, K3PO4 is 0.2 mole, BaCl2 is 0.3. Find out the limiting reagent just by dividing that integer by 2 by 3. It is 0.1. It is also 0.1. That means completely consumed. No one is limiting reagent. Both are completely consumed. So if 2 moles reacts with 3 moles, 1 mole it is formed. If 3 moles gives 1 mole, 0.3 moles gives 0.1 mole this one. Because both are completely consumed, anyone is used for product formation, for product calculation. So 3 moles gives 6 moles, 0.3 moles gives 0.6 moles. 0.6 moles. Therefore, Ba3PO4 0.1 mole, KCl 0.6. 0.1, 0.6, that is both 2 and 3 are correct. No doubt all these are covered in our previous classes. A sample, the samples containing same number of sodium atoms as there are in sodium atoms in 5.3 grams of Na2CO3. Na2CO3 is R, more than 1, or 1 or more than. Options: first one, 4 grams NaOH, Second one, 5.85 grams NaCl. Third one, 0.25 mole Na2SO4. Fourth one, 5.46 grams Na3PO4. Na3PO4. So first of all, calculate how many atoms of sodium in this sample. So calculate here also. Which one is equivalent? Calculate that. Not only 1, 2. Something is also there. 1, 2 correct, but one more. One more or more than one. 1, 2, 4. Yes, correct. 1 to 4 is correct. Calculate the number of atoms. Yes, yes. Yes. A number of atoms. That is small n into capital N into atomicity n. Small n, weight by molecular weight, 106 into capital N. How many sodium atoms required? Here is only we consider sodium atoms. 2. That is 53. This is 10. That is 0.1 N sodium atoms. 0.1 N sodium atoms. Similarly calculated here also. So 4 grams, 4 by 40 into N into only one sodium atom, this one. That is once again 0.1 N. For this, 5.85 by 58.5 into N into only one sodium atom, 1. That is equal to 0.1 N. This one also. This is 0.25 mole is directly given to you. That is 0.25 into N into 2. That is 0.5 N. This much. It is 5.46. 5.46 by molecular weight 164 into N into 3, which is equal to 0.1 N. So these are the 3 answers. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4 are the answers. There is a number of atoms, that is small n into capital N into whatever you want. Multiply with that number of atoms. If total number of atoms, that is the number of atoms it is used. Already I completed this topic. Just I am trying to motivate. These problems are very, very easy. Already we discussed it. So that's why I think Sunday paper may be once again easy. Because all monos we are covered here. .22 grams of a gas occupies a volume of 112 ml at a pressure of 1 atmosphere and a temperature of 273 Kelvin. The gas can be option 1, nitrogen dioxide. Option 2, nitrous oxide. Option 3, carbon dioxide. Option 4, propane. Not 3. Please give partial marks are not allotted. 3, 4. Check once again. So do you know the formula of this compound? That is nitrogen dioxide is nothing but NO2 only. Nitrous oxide is nothing but N2 only, laughing gas, commonly called as. It is carbon dioxide. Propane means C3H8. These are the formulas. These are the formulae. Now find out the molecular mass. Here consider the pressure is 1 atmosphere and temperature is 273. These are nothing but STP conditions. So that STP not directly given to you. Just you should identify based on these values. STP means 1 atmosphere pressure and 273 Kelvin. S234 is the answer. 234 is the answer. For all these molecules, gram molecular weight is equal to 44. And for all these, sorry. And yes, for all these, gram molecular weight is equal to 44. So calculate this one. So 0.22 grams occupies a volume 11 points. That is 0.22 grams occupies at STP 112 ml. That is 22,400 ml occupies gram molecular weight. That corresponds to gram molecular weight. After calculation, this gram molecular weight is equal to 44. That 44 is for 234 molecules. The 44 is for 234 molecules. So that is the answer. 234 in option. 234. Yes, what is your doubt? Proceed. Send PDF for these problems. Okay, I will send. You don't worry. I will send. Next one. Which of the following compounds have same percentage composition of carbon? Same percentage composition of carbon. Please, Arpita, don't chat with others. I am going to remove you. Option 1, C6H12O6. Second one, HCOOCH3. Third one, CH3COOH. Fourth one, C12H22O11. C12H22O11. Give me the answer. Which one has or have same percentage composition? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So based on which topic? Based on which topic? Empirical formula. Molecules having same empirical formula have same percentage composition. If empirical formula of the compounds are same, therefore their percentage composition of each and every element also same. Here the empirical formula is CH2O. Here it is 2 carbons, 1. 4 hydrogens, 2. 2 oxygens, 1. Empirical formula. Cancel the 2. Here 2 carbons, 1. 4 hydrogens, 2. 2 oxygens, 1. Here no one is cancelled. Empirical formula is C12H22O11. These 3 compounds have same empirical formula. Therefore, percentage weight of elements are same. Not only carbon, hydrogen, oxygen also same. So now the answer is 1, 2, 3. These 3 compounds have same percentage composition. So based on empirical formula concept, already I told to you. Eight grams methane 8 grams methane is burnt with 4.48 liters of O2 at STP. Find the volume of CO2 gas. Find the volume of CO2 gas produced at STP. And also the weight of CO2 formed. Options. First one, 22.4 liters, 4.4 grams. 2.24 liters, 44 grams. Third one, 2.24 liters, 4.4 grams. Fourth one, 224 liters, 44 grams. Yes, it's 3, no doubt, correct. It's 3. 8 grams methane converts into moles. 8 by 16, that is 1 by 2 moles, 0.5 moles of methane. 4.48 liters by 22.4 and 22.4 liters converts into moles. That is into 2. It is 2 into 2.24 by 22.4. It is 10. So 1 by 5, 0.2 moles and 0.2 moles of oxygen are converted into equation. That is methane. Reacts with oxygen, gives carbon dioxide and water. So 1 mole, 2 moles, 2 plus 2, 2 moles. Next, 1 mole. This one, that is how much moles? It is 0.5 mole is taken. Oxygen is 0.2 mole is taken. Limiting reagent 0.5 by 1, which is equal to 0.5. 0.2 by 2, which is equal to 0.1. It is the least value. It is the limiting reagent value. So therefore, 2 moles oxygen gives 1 mole carbon dioxide. 0.2 moles gives 0.1 mole oxygen, carbon dioxide. 0.1 mole means 4.4 grams of CO2. That means that is 2.24 liters CO2. 2.24 liters, 4.4 grams. So convert that moles into both weight and volume. Now answer is 3. Now answer is 3. All we are completed in our previous classes. A sample of ammonium phosphate contains 3.18 mole of hydrogen atoms. The number of moles of oxygen atoms in the sample is 1.06. Correct. Correct. 1.06. Now the answer is 1.06. It's correct. How? How is this? So see here, ammonium phosphate. Here hydrogens and oxygens are compared. 1 mole ammonium phosphate contains hydrogens. How many hydrogens? 4 3s. 12 hydrogens, 4 oxygen atoms. That is, this is the availability from 1 mole. 1 mole contains 12 hydrogens, 4 oxygen atoms. So now there is 3.18 mole hydrogen. 3.18 mole hydrogen is there. How many moles of oxygen? How many moles of oxygen? That should be 1.06. That should be 1.06. That is the number of moles of oxygen with respect to the 3.18 hydrogen atoms. So see carefully. The advantage of using KO2, potassium superoxide, as gas mass in spaceships is that it absorbs CO2 and releases oxygen. So that is the advantage of KO2. It absorbs CO2 and releases oxygen. That oxygen is used for breathing purpose of the astronaut spaceships, which are in spaceships. Now the question is, if 0.001 mole of KO2 is present in an atmosphere, containing 22.4 centimeter cube of CO2 at STP. Free of moisture. Come on. What will be the volume of O2? Be the volume of O2 released at STP. The equation behind it, 2 KO2 plus CO2 gives K2CO3 plus 3/2 O2. Give me the answer. I don't give the options to you. Please give me the answer. (33.6 ml). 33.6 ml. Wrong. Wrong one. .15 wrong. 32.4 wrong. Yes, 16.8 correct. Okay, that's 16.8 correct. Okay, I am going to solve this one. See here, 0.001 mole KO2, this much volume CO2. Okay, 0.001 volume 22.4 by 22,400. That is how much? 0.001. That much mole. So first of all, identify the limiting reagent. That is by 2 by 1. It is 0.0005. It is 0.001. It is the less value. It is the limiting reagent. It is excess. No need here. No need here. Now 0.01. So 2 moles gives 3 by 2 moles oxygen. 0.001 gives how much? That is 2 gives 3 by 2. 10 power minus 3 gives how much? That is 3 by 2 into 10 power minus 3 by 2. That is 3 by 4 into 10 power minus 3. Moles and 3 by 4 into 10 power minus 3 moles. So converts into milliliters. Milliliters, centimeter cube. That is equal to, that implies 3 by 4 into 10 power minus 3 into 22,400 milliliters. Milliliters. So that is equal to 16.8 ml or centimeter cube. 16.8 ml or centimeter cube. Just identify limiting reagent. So it is the easiest way to find out limiting reagent. Just that given number of moles divided with that quotient. 0.01 by 2, because it is 1. Quotient is 1. That's why I divided with that one. That number of moles with its quotient. This number of moles with its quotient. KO2. KO2 has 2 moles. CO2 has 1 mole. That's why this moles is divided with 2. This moles is divided with 1. Easy again. No, that is 1.12 liters N2 reacts with 5.6 liters hydrogen add STP. The weight of NaH3 formed is dash grams. The weight of NaH3 formed is dash grams. It is the volume weight volume relation. It is weight volume relation. So volume is given to you. You want to calculate weight of the substance. Tell me the answer. Still calculating. Now what is the reaction behind it? 1.7 grams. Okay, I am going to check. N2 plus 3H2 gives 2 NaH3N. 1.12 liters means 1.12 by 22.4 N. 22.4. That is equal to 1.12 by 2 into 11.2. It is 10 times. 1 by 20 this much. 1 by 20. 5.6 liters. 5.6 liters. 5.6 liters by 22.4 liters. It is 1 by 4 mole. 1 by 4 mole. Now identify the limiting reagent. This is 1 by 20 by 1. It is 1 by 4 by 3. It is 1 by 20. It is 1 by 12. Which one is least? This is the least end. Now it is the limiting reagent. 1 mole gives 2 moles ammonia. 1 mole gives 2 moles ammonia. 1 by 20 gives how many moles? So what doubled it? That is 1 by 20 into 2 moles. And that is 1 by 10 into moles and a molecular weight, ammonia 17. That is 1.7 grams of ammonia is formed. 1.7, that's correct. Okay. 1.7 grams of ammonia is formed. So identify the limiting reagent just by dividing it, that number of moles with its quotient. Next one. Calculate the mass of 80% pure KClO3 required to produce O2, which is just sufficient for the complete combustion of 11.2 liters of ethane at SCP. Give me the answer. The answers are, options are, option 1, 178.64 grams. Option 2, 0.1786 4 grams, kgs. Third one, 142.92 grams. Fourth one, 0.14292 kgs. More than one correct. More than one correct. One and two. Yes. 1 and 2. So once again, I'm going to solve. First of all, calculate how much oxygen needed for this much of ethane. That is equation. C2H6 plus O2 gives 2CO2 plus 3H2O. So 4 plus 3, 7. 7 by 2 O2. 7 by 2 O2. That is the next. 11.2 liters means 11.2 by 22.4 liters, which is equal to half liter. That is 1 mole required 7 by 2 mole O2. Half mole required how much? That is 7 by 4 mole. 7 by 4 mole. Half O2 required. That much oxygen is from KClO3. That is how much oxygen is required here? 7 by 4 mole. Now KCl decomposition. KClO3 gives KCl plus 3 by 2 O2. 3 by 2 O2. 1 mole KClO3 liberates 3 by 2 mole O2. Now how much oxygen? This much oxygen. 7 by 4 mole O2 require how many moles of KClO3? How many moles of KClO3? That is 7 by 4 into 1 by 3 by 2. That is 3 into 2. It is 2 times. That is 7 by 6 mole. 7 by 6 mole. That implies 7 by 6 into mole means molecular weight. Molecular weight of KClO3 122.5. 122.5. So this is how much the value is, which is equal to 142.916 grams. 146.916 grams. This is 100% pure component. This is 100% pure. That means no impurity there. But he want to ask 80% pure. 80% pure. 80% pure means 100 grams impure sample contains 80 grams of pure end. Now we want this much purity in it. It is pure. 142.916 grams required. How much is impurity? That is 178.64 grams is required. 178.64. That is nothing but 0.178 kg also. These two are the answers. Option 1 and 2 are. Option 1 and 2 are correct. So just first of all calculate first oxygen, then convert that oxygen into KCl. The form of KCl. Mind it, in your balance equations, whatever you want to calculate should be 100% pure. 100% pure. Mind it. Then convert that one into impure chemical. Next one. So up to this, more than one correct answer. Now we are going towards integer problem. So integer answer here, answers are 0 to 9. Any integer is the answer. 0 to 9. If a mixture containing 3 moles of hydrogen and 1 mole of nitrogen is converted completely into ammonia. Is converted completely into ammonia. The ratio of initial and final volumes. The ratio of initial and final volumes under the same temperature and pressure. Under the same temperature and pressure would be A:1. Then A is equal to how much? S2. 2, no doubt, correct. So write the equation. N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3N. Initial. Here 3 moles hydrogen is taken. 1 mole nitrogen is taken. Number of moles is equal to volume and V is directly proportional to N. That is why 1 volume, 3 volume. Initial, it is 0. It is 0. Now 4 volumes are there. 4 volumes. Now 1 volume reacts with this one. That means these two are completely react. That means at the it is 0. It is 0. 1 3 gives it is 2 and so it is the final volume and final volume. Therefore 4:2 is the answer and 2:1 is the answer. That A is equal to 2 and A is equal to 2. Simple one. Next, the weight of a gaseous mixture containing 12.044 into 10 power 23 atoms of helium and 3.011 into 10 power 23 molecules of hydrogen. Molecules of hydrogen is dash gram. 9, yes, 9 N. Convert these into moles. By 6.02 into 10 power 23, cancel, it is 2 times, it is 2 moles. Next, it is by 6.02 into 10 power 23, cancel these 2, it is 2, it is half mole. Half mole. It is 2 moles. 2 moles hydrohelium is equal to 2 into 4, which is equal to 8 grams. Half mole H2, which is equal to half into 2, which is equal to 1 gram. Total 9 grams. Total 9 grams. Yes. Next, a gas is found to have a formula COX times if its vapor density is 70, then X is equal to how much? S5. Good. 5 again. So that is vapor density is 70. Therefore, molecular weight is equal to 2 into 70, 140. This is nothing but empirical formula. Therefore, empirical formula weight is equal to carbon 12, oxygen 16, which is equal to 28 N. Therefore, X is equal to molecular weight by empirical formula weight, that is 140 by 28, which is equal to 5. Therefore, the formula is CO5. Nothing but C5O5 is the component. C5O5 is the component, that is the X value is equal to 5. X value is equal to 5. Next problem is very, very important. So try it. A mixture of ammonium nitrate and ammonium hydrogen phosphate contains 30.4% of nitrogen. 30.4% of nitrogen. The mass ratio of two components is in the mixture is G:1. Here G is equal to how much? Here G is equal to how much? Yes, there are goods. Yes, goods. I'm waiting for someone also. Correct. Karthik, that's correct. See here. Ammonium nitrate. Let it be a mole. Before going to that, ammonium nitrate, ammonium hydrogen phosphate are there. Its percentage of nitrogen is equal to 30.4, and let a mole, a gram of ammonium nitrate is there. From this, nitrogen is equal to 2 nitrogens, 28 into A. 28 into A, that is weight of nitrogen. Next, let B weight is equal to NH4 twice HPO4. Therefore, nitrogen weight here it is 2 nitrogens, 28 into A. Sorry, B. 28 into B. Now, so molecular weight is equal to 80. Its molecular weight is equal to 132 and 132. Therefore, that is number of moles, that is mass percentage, that is 30.4 is equal to 28A by 80 plus 28B by that 132 by total, that is A plus B into 100. Now solving this, A and B values we will get. Now after solving this, the value 0.091B is equal to 0.046A. That implies A by B is equal to 2 by 1, which is equal to G by 1. That implies G is equal to 2. That implies G is equal to 2. Still going to chart someone. Mali charting logo is. So mass percentage is given to you. Now individual masses are calculated. Their percentage weight is applied. That is the mass of first element, mass of second element, total mass into 100. That is the mass percentage. From this, calculate that A value and B value. So that A and B values are given as, that is 2 by 1. Therefore, that is given as G by 1, which is equal to 2. Mass percentages are given. Still someone chart with others. Still. The hydrated salt Na2CO3 XH2O undergoes undergoes 46% loss in mass on heating and becomes anhydrous. And becomes anhydrous. X is equal to how much? Already this model I completed. There the answer is 10. There the answer is 10, but not here. But not here. It should be integer. That is between 0 and 9. That is between 0 and 9. Yes, it is correct. It's correct. Now, Na2CO3 XH2O. It is on heating gives Na2CO3 plus XH2O. Okay. This is 100 grams is taken. 46 is lost as white. That means this is equal to 46. Automatically this should be 54. Yes, 54. Therefore, 54 grams Na2CO3, that is anhydrous, contains 46 grams water. 46 grams water. Now, 106, because Na2CO3 molecular weight 106, and 106 grams Na2CO3 contains how much water? Molecular weight. That is 106 into 46 by 54, which is equal to 5. Sorry, which is equal to 88. 80 grams. That is 80 grams of water. 80 grams means 80 by molecular weight. 80 kaadu 90 anukuntaanu. Yes, its value is 90. Now 90 by 18, which is equal to 5. Therefore, X is equal to 5, and that is the number of moles of X. That number of moles of water. X is equal to 5. So very, very important, this model. .2 moles Na2CO3 and 0.4 moles of NaHCO3 are heated. Volume of CO2 released will be A. Released will be A. If A by 22.24 is equal to X, then X is equal to how much? Then X is equal to how much? Important one, and already I told to you the concept. X is equal to 8. Wrong. X is equal to 8, wrong. .2 moles Na2CO3, 0.4 moles NaHCO3 are heated. Volume of CO2 liberated will be A. Shoe. Yes, correct. Sivasai. Correct. Preeti. Correct. Okay. See here. See here. Here. Na2CO3 and NaHCO3 are going to heat Na2CO3 not to decompose. Already I told to you. Only it is decomposed. That means CO2 liberated only from only from NaHCO3, not from Na2CO3. This is important, not from Na2CO3. Already I told you concept. Okay, now continue. Calculate. Now NaHCO3 on decomposition gives Na2CO3, CO2 plus H2O. Plus H2O. It is 2 moles. Now 2 moles gives 1 mole CO2. Here how many moles of NaHCO3? 0.4 moles gives, that is took 1 half, it is 0.2 mole. 0.2 mole. Now it is volume is considered. Volume is 0.2 into 22.4 liters. 22.4 liters. That is equal to, that is, now this is A. This is A. Therefore, A by 2.24 is equal to, here volume in liters is better. So 2.24, that is 0.2 into 22.4 by 2.24, which is 10 times, which is equal to 200. This is equal to X. That is equal to X. X is equal to 2. Mind it? So Na2CO3 not going to decompose. Passage type questions already I sent to you. In this paper, no passage question. Next one. Just I want to recall all topics. That's why this paper is chosen. See here. A student performs a titration with different burettes. And find titer values of 25.2 ml, 25.25 ml, and 25.0 ml. The number of significant figures in the average titer value is how much? The number of significant figures in the average titer value is 2 wrong, 4 wrong. You don't know? You don't know the significant figures? Division and multiplications. What is what? Is this topic completed? Significant figures? Okay. Yes, it's a 3. Answer is 3 ending. Now I'm going to explain. Now I'm going to explain here. See here. Wait. Yes, 3 correct. 3 different values. That is 25.2 plus 25.25 plus 25.0 by 3. Average value and average value. Its significant figure is 3. Its significant figure is 4. Its significant figure is 3. Okay. During addition or subtraction, answer is with respect to point next decimal places. This contains point next to 1 decimal place. Here 2 decimal places. Here 1 decimal place. That means least decimal places is the answer. If addition or subtraction is taken, least decimal place is answer. Okay. So that is if addition or subtraction takes place. But in division or multiplication, it is the divisional value. It is bivalent, divisional value. In divisional value, so that is either it is division or multiplication. Least significant figure is the answer. Answer should be with least significant figure. Here significant figure is 3. Here 3. Here 4. Least one is 3. Final solution should be 3 should be the significant figure. Final answer with 3 significant figures is the answer. So no need to calculate. Least significant figure is the final answer, significant figure. Okay. Answer is 3 ending. Actually, I don't explain this concept to you by that is by me. That is by our sir, that is SPS sir explained at that time. After that, I entered your classes. So it's not my fault. That's enough. Okay, next one. Yes, that's completed, I think. What? Because it is stable end. That Na2CO3 is stable, that is not decomposed. Not decomposed. That is the concept. Not decomposed. Because it is stable. But sodium bicarbonate is unstable, easy to decompose, and converts into stable Na2CO3. Next one. An element X has 3 isotopes. X has 3 isotopes. That is X20, X21, and X22. And relative abundance of X20 is 90%, and average atomic mass is 20.18. Average atomic mass is 20.18. Therefore, the relative abundance of X21 is the relative abundance of X21 is A%, then A is equal to how much? 2. Correct. Then A is equal to how much? 2. And that is, if it is 90, the total is 100. X21 is A. That means this one plus this one is 10. Because total 100. It is 10 minus A. These are the relative abundances. calculate that value. That is percentage weight. That is 20.18 is equal to relative abundance into its atomic weight 90 into 20 plus A into 21 plus 10 minus A into 22 by 100. Therefore, A is equal to 2%. A is equal to 2%. Now the last one. Simple one. There are four compounds, five compounds are given to you. Those are N2O, NO, N2O3, N2O4, and N2O5. These are the compounds given to you. The question is, how many of the following oxides, the given oxides, are not satisfying law of multiple proportions? Among them, number of oxides not satisfying law of multiple proportions. Is dash. 0. Okay, 100%. Its value is 0 because in multiple proportions, elements are same, their compositions are different. Same elements exhibit different types of composition. That means it is a multiple proportion set. Okay.